Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. Celtic Warband here, and today I'm bringing you a very quick 1v1 battle in Total War Warhammer. And as you can see, I am playing as Clan Angrund again, one of my favorite factions to play as. And I will be facing the beastmen horde, who will be charging over the slopes at any second. But I've got it in slow motion so that we can take a look at the army comps, and then we'll begin the battle. I'm going to try and get lots of slow-mo action in this battle just because it's only 4 minutes and 40 seconds long. So looking at my army, I usually bring a pretty standard army. If you guys have watched my Warhammer videos, you can really tell that I pretty much bring a carbon copy every single time depending on what the money is. But I've always got 3 units of Thunderers. They are very, very good missile infantry. They've got some good armor piercing. I think that they're anti-large. I'm not too sure, but in this battle, I definitely believe that they are. And I've got 5 units of Longbeards. Or 4 units of Longbeards, sorry. Nope, 5 units, my bad. And I've got 2 units of Dwarf Warriors with great weapons, 1 on either flank. And I've got 2 units of cannon, 1 unit of organ gun, and I've got Belegar Iron Hammer here, ready for battle. And I have 1 sneaky unit of Iron Breakers. I had just enough money left over that I could get one of these guys. And let's rush over and take a look at what the beastmen are bringing. So he has a very, very diverse army. He's got a lot of large units and infantry. He's got a giant, and he has 2 GOREBULLs, I believe. Yep. And then he's got some Ungor herd. Looks like 4 units of them. Then he's got 4 units of Belegars herd. And then he's got Belegar the Dark Omen. Let's take a look at this guy here. Very nice. He's got like a whole skeleton on his staff. That's really cool. These Belegars herd are like very, very heavy infantry. So yeah, my plan was here, as soon as I started the deployment, I noticed that there was this big hill in the center, and I did spend, about, what is it, 2,600 of the 12k we were allotted on artillery. So I wanted to make sure that I could utilize that, so I've deployed very far back, and I anticipated that the enemy would be charging for the hill. I find that the beastmen, they do have some skirmishers, but most of their strength is within their infantry, so you can see the dwarves just cheering there. Just waiting for the beastmen to kind of crest over the hill. And there's the giant. Imagine seeing that, just the horns grow larger and larger and larger. And keep in mind, these guys are dwarfs, so a regular-sized human's already, quite tall. Imagine this giant just coming right over the hill at you. Oh, man. He is not happy. Let's hit play here. Nice. So I have the cannons kind of unleashing on the enemy. That is actually a really cool shot there. Just seeing like all the men come over the hilltop with the giant right in the center. That is awesome. So yeah, right away they're just charging in their forces, and you know what? That's what they have to do. They have to come to me because he has no ranged units whatsoever. And I've kind of got the camera slowed down for you guys, so hopefully, that adds to the cinematic aspect of the battles. I kind of want to get more into showing you guys cinematics in these very quick 1v1s. Like, there is definitely some strategy involved, but, you kind of have to, just slow down the pace a little bit. I forgot to tell you guys, too, he does have a Cygor as well, so he has a little bit of artillery. But, to be honest, not really enough to make a difference. Yes, and there goes the Thunderers. You can see the artillery from the enemy coming in. My Thunderers are actually targeting the GOREBULLs and the Giants. You can see that they are really doing a great job of just... Look, they're already down to half health. Just insane. And then I'm pushing forwards my Longbeards as well. My Thunderers do get caught out a little bit there, but that's okay. That's not a big deal. The GOREBULLs actually run through, but you know what? They're so weak at this point. I've got Belegar Ironhammer behind here. I'm going to turn some of these Thunderers around here and be able to fire at them. But we've got the infantry, the main infantry clash here happening. So we got the Ungor herd. They are not going to withstand these heavily armored dwarves. And I've got some of my dwarf warriors with great weapons coming in from the flanks. But they do have the Belegars herd, so they will be doing some decent damage to my men. We got the giant in the mix as well. But, you know, they're pretty weak at this point. They did charge Belegar Ironhammer with the GOREBULLs. But I'm pretty much just targeting them with all my Thunderers right now. And you can see, yes, I snuck out my Iron Breakers from the trees here. And we're just getting some nice satchel charges on the enemy, shattering their morale. Yeah, oh, and a huge hit from the artillery there too. Actually getting most of their men, not even mine. But yeah, that's just really crumbling this flank for them. Still pretty even though, but I've got 700 men. He's down to 481, so he did take quite a bit of a beating just getting into position. But I definitely did have the ranged advantage with my artillery, so you can see that the GOREBULL just taking some rear shots here. He's almost dead. I believe the other GOREBULL retreated. I think so. I think he got out of there. And you can see just the Ungor herd, they're starting to break. Belegar, the Dark Omen, is pushing in. But the Iron Breakers are moving forwards. Let's try and get some of the cinematic action here. Or is this... No, it's just Belegars herd. It looked like it was a GOREBULL at first. The Belegars herd are like twice the size of the Ungor herd. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, but you can see the satchel charges being thrown in the background there. Cygor is trying to target the Iron Breakers, but the flank is just crumbling for the beastmen, so... And yeah, targeting this giant now with my Thunderers. Just ripping him to pieces. Oh yeah, he's taking a lot of shots there. I'm sending my Longbeards after him. I don't really want him to engage my Thunderers because they are, you know, they are a ranged unit. I want to keep them back and keep them doing what's best. Oh, he's just getting shredded. And yeah, the satchel charges on the other end by the Iron Breakers just collapsing the left flank. And I think that's pretty much it at this point. And there we go. Close victory. But let's end the replay, take a look at the results. So yeah, I deployed about 120 more men than him. But yeah, a lot of my units doing excellent. The Thunderers look like they didn't do well, but they killed both the GOREBULLs and the Giant, I believe. My Arty doing really well, and my Dwarven Warriors with great weapons doing well for only being 500. Looking at his units, for how expensive they were, the GOREBULLs should have done better, but to be honest, I targeted them on purpose, as well as the Giant too. But his Belegars herd not doing too bad, but the Ungor herd just getting destroyed. But thanks very much to Gambit1339 for playing. I really appreciate it. If you want a rematch, man, just friend me on Steam and let me know. I'll definitely be down for that. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. This is my first battle upload without the beginning intro. I've had some mixed feedback on whether the intro is appropriate or not for my channel. So I'm going to try to upload my battles without an intro from now on, and just give me some feedback on what you guys think about that. But my Vampire Counts Let's Play and any of my other Let's Plays that I had already started, I will be getting back into them, and I will be keeping the intro on them just for congruency with my videos, and then whenever I start some of the new campaigns at a later date, they will probably be without an intro. I would like to actually get a custom intro built with some Total War screenshots, but I need a lot more time for that. But thanks very much for watching, guys. I appreciate all your continued support and commenting. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more Warhammer content in the future, and I will see you in the next one.